State University is celebrating more than $9 million in private donations. Among other things, the money will be used to renovate the Greenwood Laboratory School, establish new scholarships and fund others, and support MSU athletics. There was also gifts for the Department of Digital Fashion and Merchandising and the MSU Child Clinic and the Bear Food Pantry.
Donations are significant. These are individuals that have given their time, talents, and their treasures, and it's anywhere from capital improvements to endowed scholarships to helping programs like the marching band or the Lady Bears basketball. But these gifts really are impacting people's lives.
The donations came from alumni, members of the community, former board members, and others.